Hey guys, this is Clay, and I'm going to be getting on the Lionel 2022 Volume 2 catalog review train, and I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the catalog itself. This is my first time doing something like this, so if it proves to be successful, I will consider doing this for future catalogs of Lionel or Atlas or some other catalogs that may or may come out. So for the base three, I actually have the base three already on order from the last catalog, and I'm not opposed to using the app, but I will be getting a Cab 1L whenever the base three arrives because I'd much rather have a physical remote in my hand as opposed to the app. Like I said, I'm not opposed to the app. I'm familiar with the Lion Chief app, and it's probably not that different, but I would much rather have a dedicated remote in my hand for this so I wouldn't have to use my phone at the same time. Yeah, there's the app. But all right, on to the O scale equipment. The Brass Hybrid Challenger. So I really like this engine. I'm not going to be getting one because it's just too much money for me to spend on one item right now, but I do really like how this looks. If I had to choose one to get, it would either be the Pilots or maybe the Greyhound. I do like the normal looking engines and that Challenger scheme, 49er, hot dog, whatever you want to call it. That's a pretty interesting looking engine as well. But I will be skipping out on the big engine this time around, but we'll see. We'll keep looking. So, the L1 Mikado, from what I've heard around the hobby and on the Matt and Matt O Scale podcast Discord server, a lot of people are surprised about this particular engine with specifically the price. And pre-order prices for this are fantastic depending on where you look. And if I had to pick one, and it's one of the ones I'm considering getting if I get one of these, is the Santa Fe version because it has a brass tender, and I kind of like the shape of that tender. But I also would rather have a coal burner. So maybe what I'll do is, in a similar vein to the 280 that I have on order, I will see if either Mr. Muffin's Trains or Legacy Station or maybe some other store will do a custom run of an unlettered, maybe a unlettered of this Detroit and Toledo, so it's black and it has the doghouse. Maybe we'll see. But if I don't get an unlettered one, this may be the one that I end up pre-ordering. But we'll see. The Greenbriers. So I'm gonna be skipping out on this one as well. It's just a little bit too much for me to try to pay for right now. Maybe when I don't have as many other pre-orders to think about, I will get something at this size and at this price, which I mean it's not too bad. It's really not that bad. Especially with pre-order prices, it's really not that bad. But I just can't swing it right now. But if I was to get one, I'd get the 613 because I like the shrouds and I'd probably end up getting one or two of these passenger car sets just to have something to go behind it because I don't have any Cena stuff in my collection just yet, but maybe I'll be able to fix that sometime soon. Now, this one I've heard a lot of talk about, mostly positive, but a lot of people think this is going to go the way of the Lionel pacemaker engine they made last year. A lot of people think this is going to be very successful because of the fantasy scheme. And I'm interested to see how well this sells as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, see how well this sells. The 260, I think I'll be skipping out on this one as well. because I also have a very similar shaped engine on the way already. So just for that reason, I'll probably be skipping out of this one because the one I have is already a little bit bigger. But I do like it. If I was to get one, I would probably get the Strasbourg one, maybe maybe the 2000s version, and then I don't know, probably the coaches to go with it, but I'm not entirely sure. But it would be cool to have a Strasbourg engine on my layout, but I've actually never been to Strasbourg, so the connection isn't quite there for me like it is for others, but they are really nice models. Some more Strasbourg stuff. All right, on to the diesels. So, for those of you who have already been through the catalog and know me well, there's a particular item here that you probably thought, oh, yep, Clay's getting that, and you'd be right. So let's get on with it. So the SD40-T-2s, these are pretty cool. I've got a small collection of the tank train cars, the ones where you can connect the tubes in between the cars, and I've been thinking about getting something like that, either the Southern Pacific one or maybe another engine to pull it. But this would be a pretty good candidate for that. But I do like the Southern Pacific. I do like the Santa Fe, but I'm not going to be getting any of these. But let's move on to the next one. FA2 sets. These look pretty cool. The Halloween one's pretty interesting. We'll have to see how well that sells. But the Louisville, Nashville, Erie, Lackawanna, Delaware and Hudson, New York Central, Pennsylvania, and Southern Pacific sets. These are all AA sets, and then the B units, and also the super base units. But I'm not going to be getting any of these either. Some more FA units and some Army cars down here, and Marine Corps and other things. SD70 Ace. So these are the heritage units for the UP, and shout out to you, Chris, if you're watching this, and everyone knows you're going to be getting one of these. Everyone's, but we'll see. Some more SD70s. H1544. So yeah, probably. Most like yes, yeah. I'm getting probably 102 because since 101 is the pictured engine, I feel like that would be a little bit easier to find later on than 102. So Central Georgia number 102 is 100% on my list. If I don't get anything else from this catalog, this is the one thing. So yeah. We also have the Rock Island, which the Rock Island one looks really cool too. Rio Grande, Kansas City Southern, Monon, and Union Pacific. But yeah, this is definitely on my list. Western Maryland set and the Cumberland Valley set. This set is pretty interesting down here. It has a bump and go trolley, a freight sounds car, and the L1 from earlier. It, I briefly considered this one just because of the set, but I haven't fully decided yet. Um, yeah, I'm still kind of leaning towards an unlettered one, but like I said, I really still haven't decided. The Western Maryland set up top also looks pretty cool. I think that trailer, and we'll see more later, I think that's an old Weaver tooling because I have a Union Pacific trailer with or flat carbon trailer that looks almost identical. But we'll get to the freight cars here in a minute and we'll be able to compare it a little bit better. I mean, here they are. So, yeah, upon further inspection, that does look pretty close to the Weaver tooling, but I'm not entirely sure. This looks a little bit different. Maybe it's new, maybe all new product, so it could be new tooling, but it looks a lot like the Weaver tooling, but I'm not entirely sure. Some 60-foot box cars, 100-ton hoppers, and the Hubbo cars. I'm thinking about getting the B and C packs, maybe just one, but I'm probably going to get at least one of the Norfolk Southern packs because I had two of the heritage packs or heritage cars in the Central Georgia and North and Savannah Atlanta scheme, and I really like them. They got a really nice weight, and it'd be really cool to have a few more to go behind it and kind of match them to make my coal trains a little bit longer. N6B cabin cars and cabooses, I'm not going to be getting either of these because I'm just not interested in the lines that are on them. They all look really cool. I like how these look, but I'm not going to be getting any of these because I've got other things that I want to get. The box cars look really cool. I really like this State of Maine one, and the unibody tank cars also look pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see if they do the graffiti ones because those have a tendency to be canceled sometimes. So we'll see. Because the Union Pacific diesel that was canceled a year or two ago that had graffiti all over it, and a lot of people were interested in that one, but it didn't get made. So we'll see. And this kind of gets pretty close to the end of what I want to talk about, but I did want to go a little bit into these. So these have been insanely popular when they come out. I didn't get one the first time. I'm not sure if they've come out a second time since then, but I'm gonna see if someone can do once again a unlettered version because I'm trying to build a roster of unlettered locomotives so I can letter them for the Southern Eagle lines because I want to have as many locomotives on my layout lettered and numbered for the SEL because I think that'd be really cool. I haven't seen that a lot for some modelers. They have their named layouts, but they don't have any named equipment. But yeah, I think these are really cool. This would be a good little yard switcher. Right now, my layout doesn't have a whole lot of room for that, but it'd be cool to go ahead and have one ready to go whenever they get released. And we have the NW2s over here. I'm not really interested in those. And yeah, these are all interesting, but I think that does it. Just about does it for what I wanted to talk about today. So go over it one more time. I'm thinking about the 06 OTs. I'm thinking about the hopper cars here, probably packs B and C because I already have the MTH version of this one. That's the club version, but I haven't really decided yet. Probably, but like I said, B and C because those will match a little bit better. I'm thinking about well, not thinking about. I know I'm gonna do the Central Georgia 102 H15, and maybe later on I'll see if I can find 101, but definitely 102. I'm thinking about the Mikado L1, but I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do just yet. But pre-ordering will, or not pre-ordering, but schemes will be a factor in that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what y'all are thinking about getting for yourselves, and let's talk a little bit about it. I'm interested to see what the turnaround for some of these things are because that'll definitely determine what I do and don't order because I like having a little bit of time to make sure I have enough money set aside. So at the recording of this video, I'm currently sitting at 49 subscribers. And it'd be really great if this one could push me over 50 subscribers. The support from everyone who has been subscribing means a lot, and I've really enjoyed being able to share my trains with everyone, and having this channel has been a great way of doing that. So, yeah, thanks for the support, guys, and thanks for watching.